Down, survives. Now, heading onto the ring. Gets it. That's 1 ring. That's 2. That's 3. And he's completed 3-ring circus. 85 seconds remaining. Moving through with... very efficiently so far as he's going across. And he survives. Survives the 6 steps on Rattlesnake Run. Now, Cyclone. Looking very strong here. This eats up a lot of time, but it has... eating up any of his. Now, he has about a minute left for these final few obstacles. Here we go. Gets the transition on Wheel and Deal. Oh, cannot get it in the bear trap the first time or the second. Alright, he still has enough time. He just has to get the warp wall in 1. Otherwise, you saw what happened with Jacozy. That could easily happen with him. And gets the wall in 1. Now, that clock is becoming a... lot less of a factor. Can he just full-on complete the course? That is what he's focusing on. 32 seconds left as he's through Starstruck. 30 seconds. Here we go. On to Throwback. Gets the first. No problems there. Now going for 2. Gets 2. Going down. About 15 seconds left. He has the time, but he doesn't get the jump onto the 3rd. Oh my goodness. He doesn't get it, and Yu-Chan is... down on Throwback. He was looking very strong, but that obstacle deals him in. Well, wearing one of the worst avatars I've ever seen in my life is number 62. This is Twisters. Twisters is a former Stage 3 veteran on Blue Ninja Warrior, reaching Stage 3 in Tournament 17. Let's see how he can do here in Tournament 21. That avatar has to be clearly distracting for him, making it hard for him to see, and he is down on the second obstacle right as I'm saying that. Twisters, the season is over. I mean, we're just going to move on from that. Up next, we have number 63. This is Joey's Neighborhood, also known as Galactic. Now, Galactic has competed in, I believe, the previous 2 tournaments, but has never reached a second stage. Now, Galactic was a very prominent competitor in the Roblox Ninja League, competing in Seasons 1 and partially 2. Moving down, and he's through. Now, 1.2... also known as 3-ring circus, has had 56 attempts and 39 clears, which just shows how many people are falling victim to it every batch of competitors. 70 seconds remaining as he's going through Cyclone. Gets that transition, no problems. Misses that button. Now he's gonna elect to ride this one out instead of wasting time going backwards. Gets it there, no problems on the second. No, oh my goodness, he walks off the bar. Onto the bar and completely walked off of it. Didn't even get an attempt at the 5th obstacle. That counts as a wheel and deal fail for him. And he is down. Well, up next is a competitor who has been looking to reach stage 2 for a few tournaments now.
Dr. Ninja 64 is a recent Blue Ninja Warrior competitor who has been making some interesting impacts. Dr. Ninja 64 has failed the last obstacle in Stage 3 in the past 2 tournaments, in Tournament 19 timing out on it, and Tournament 20 just flat out failing it. Now, you know that Dr. Ninja 64 wants to get revenge on it. Let's see how they do on this course.
Well, it is now time for Dr. Ninja 64 to get their next attempt at this course. They have failed 1.8 in, I believe, 2 or 3 tournaments in a row now, and are looking to break that streak and advance onwards. Now, Dr. Ninja 64 has been giving this course a bit of training. Let's see if that can pay off here on Stage 1. They've never advanced to the second stage before, looking to do it here. Now, that two tournament long 1.8 streak has given them a bit of a reputation here. They've failed Flying Finale 2 tournaments in a row and are through the first 2 obstacles. Now, 82 seconds remaining, heading on to Rattlesnake Run. This has been in the previous 2 tournaments. Ooh, nearly avoids disaster there, 75 seconds remaining, as they are now heading on to Cyclone. Going through with no problem so far. 65 seconds, heading on to Wheel and Deal. Now gets that second wheel. Can't lock it in first try, gets it in the second. Gets well over that dismount blocker wall. 52 seconds remaining, heading on to the warp wall. Now, up and in 1. Now, they have the time that is needed in order to clear. All that needs to happen is execution here through Starstruck, no problem. Now, 14:62 is the time to beat. But this is the exact point that they have been worried about for the previous few tournaments. Gets the first one easy, but doesn't get the jump to the second. Does not get the jump onto the second. Oh no, and they are the first competitor in Blue Ninja Warrior history to fail the same obstacle slot 3 tournaments in a row. That is history you do not want to be making. They're saying the second season. It's the 3rd season in a row. I don't know if they're remembering that correctly. Third time is not the charm. Well, up next we have another competitor who is relatively new onto the Blue Ninja Warrior scene. This is number 65, Void 1X. Void is off, also known as Jyburn, as he's moving through these steps. Looking very